welcome. We got our brother Ora here. Very excited to have you on the podcast. And I think this episode will be able to serve a lot of the people watching. So I'm very excited for that. For those of the people that don't know you, do you mind giving a brief introduction?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me here, guys. Pleasure's all mine. My name is Adesina. I built and scaled an online consulting firm from 0 to 100K in a single month. And I spent 12 months trying to make that happen. Earlier this year, we were recognized on New York Times Square on one of the billboards for being one of the fast growing consulting firms. And since then we've been growing strong and serving clients. What we do basically is consult leaders, high achieving experts, and coaches all around the world who are perfect in their craft. They're good at what they do, but they struggle to turn a real business out of it. They struggle to actually see consistent sales. So what we do is we give them the client acquisition infrastructures to make sure that they're able to scale consistently and profitably.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You've definitely practiced that.
yeah, that's a good intro. Strong intro.
And no, just to be clear, it's $100,000, right?
Yeah, that's dollars.
Mostly South African people watching. So
okay.
Even like for South Africans, like 100,000 Rand is good, but how did you even get into this? How long ago?
Yeah, because
did it also like transition over time? Like maybe you started in one niche and then it kind of
yeah. Oh well, I guess like this space is a bit of a utopia compared to the environment I come from. Like it's like you're not on Earth, because I come from Nigeria and like the conventional thing there is graduate from high school, go to college, get a 9 to 5, and Nigeria is like one of the worst places to work in 9 to 5. Because the minimum wage there is $45 a month. So it's like you're proper screwed if that's the future, that you have for yourself. And I saw that and I was like, no, this doesn't fulfill me. It wasn't intentionally so. How my journey to finding this was out of pain. So I actually went to college. I wanted to be a doctor and I chose medicine because I thought that was the only career that was left that, you could actually make good money from. It wasn't because I was passionate about saving lives or anything like that. It was surely for the money. And, 2 years into my college education, I had to drop out because an unexpected financial hardship hit my family. So my dad was in a dire state, with his health. I came home for one vacation. I saw him very, very lean. And I realized that because he was pouring so much money into my private, medical education, he was losing weight and falling sick. And I was like, okay, no. Yeah, I want to make something good of my life, but I don't want to lose my dad in the process. So I dropped out intentionally. And for like 1-2 years, I was depressed because I didn't know what next to do. Because like the one thing that I had all my hopes on, I threw it out the window. And it's like, okay, where do we go from here now? Somewhere along the line, I realized that all these influencers, they're making money somehow. Like there's people on IG making money. How? Like, how do you make money online? It sounded very strange to me. Like, is it every post IG pays you something into your bank account, or how does that happen? So I went down this deep rabbit hole. Like all through 2019, my internet search was how to make money online. I learned about affiliate marketing, dropshipping, all that stuff. And somewhere along the line, I learned copywriting because it's a skill. I used to write blogs, and someone noticed that I write consistently. And they were like, do you know you could get paid for this? Like, what? Get paid for writing? How? I'm like, I don't write books. I just write these blogs. It's like, yeah, like there's something called copywriting. I'm like, I'm not a lawyer.
I don't have a degree.
Yeah, I don't have a degree, bro. Like, I can't copyright anything. It's like, no, not that copyright. Like, there's something called copywriting.
Oh, okay.
So, like, this is like writing for the sake of advertisement and marketing. Like, the goal is to convert people. I was like, okay. So then I watch YouTube videos, get into the space for like the next 7-8 months. I'm applying every single day for like 6 months.
Applying for?
For gigs, on Upwork.
Okay, Upwork.
Yeah, so I was applying to projects, trying to get anybody to work with me. As a writer at this time, I'm not even thinking agency because I didn't even know agencies existed. So after 6 months applying every single day, I was like, fuck this, it's not going to work. I threw in the towel, realistically. 1 week later, I get an email from one of the jobs I had applied, and it's this girl who's building this e-commerce brand. She reaches out to me. She's like, "Oh, I don't have a lot of money. I want you to write 10 emails for me. I'm going to pay you $50. I'm like, "What? You're going to pay me online?" Like, that's all I heard, right? I didn't care that it was just $50. Like, okay, like, finally, like, I'm going to get money online. Okay, cool. So I get paid my $50, and that's basically my introduction to this online space. Later on, I learned about Imangaji, of course, and I find out that, okay, like, the next stage after having a skill is, building an agency out of it. So that's when I'm like, okay, I want to build this agency. And of course, it wasn't easy. Spent like a whole year trying to build it before it finally worked out.
Yeah.
What would you say was the different like chain of thought? Like obviously you spoke about, you started and curiosity sort of led you to copywriting. That's something you sort of did beforehand. Someone told you about this entire industry. And then you spoke about you applied on Upwork for work. And then you also spoke about you didn't start the agency specifically because you didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Could you go and explain to the people what the two differences is between just being a freelancer and having an agency?
The difference between being a freelancer and having an agency is honestly consistency in sales. When you're a freelancer, it's very random. You just have the skill and you don't know how to sell. When you become a business owner, you can't be like being a skill provider is not enough. Now you need to learn how to sell the skill, because take for example, my early days copywriting, it just happened. Okay, I got lucky. This one client decides to work for me. I stopped applying for gigs. Every other project I get is referrals, people just like finding me through one project or the other. I don't actually know how to get clients. I don't actually know how to acquire clients. When you become an agency is when you know how to say that this month I want 5 clients, and you actually go and get 5 clients. And then because you have these many clients, you need team to fulfill for you. Then you're an agency.
More like structure in it, and it's actual like the client acquisition aspect is the most important. Like metrics, seeing, okay, I send this many messages, I book these many calls a week, my closing rate is this much, I'm going to get 2 clients, 1 client a week. It's 100%. More like that.
Yes, absolutely. Like structured client acquisition. It's not guesswork. It's not hope. It's not, I love God, but it's not just like praying and hoping, right? It's, being able to, pray and then predict and know that, okay, like these inputs will lead to these outputs.
And so it took you like, I was very, very similar. It took me like, I was also searching how to make money online, like what's the best business model. And then for like a year straight, I would just like consume content. You also said like, for like 8 months, people are trying to, they maybe see our stuff for the first time and they're looking to start an agency or like sign a client now. It's like, okay, cool, good aspirations, but like you need to first understand the lingo. What is this business model? Just like consumption. How important would you say is that in the beginning, and how has it kind of changed now?
Oh my days, very good question, because the easiest thing to do is just stay in information consumption. Like it becomes Netflix at some point. You keep consuming these videos again and again. Like the best advice to give anyone out there is like the second you have the information, start acting on it. Like don't waste any time. Don't waste any time questioning, is this for me? Is this going to make my, like all these things you make up in your head. Just go out there and try this stuff and fail fast, because you're going to fail. And it's how fast can I fail so that I can do the right thing and succeed.
Yeah, I saw this quote that said, if you are 30, imagine you are 30 failures away from success. Imagine how fast you would fail.
Absolutely, because you know that, okay, like, if I can just get this 30 out of the way,
Success, success is guaranteed, but timing is not. Like some people it takes them 6 failures. Some people it takes them 60 failures, but that success is there. So some people just failed quicker. That's basically it. Like you said.
Absolutely. I mean, who's it? I think it's Thomas Edison, the guy with the light bulb. 900 and something, mistakes before he finally comes up with the light bulb.
But James Dyson went through 15,500 and something prototypes before. Like that's insane. Like you should actually go and read his biography. It's exceptional, or at least listen. Do you know Founders podcast?
I've seen it before.
David saying, bro, it's so
Yeah.
good. And he did an episode on that. So just
Yeah.
shout out to David. But I think the beauty of that information space as well, like whenever I do onboarding courses, the people joining the program, I always tell them, like, you want to become obsessed with your niche, your market, spend time in it. Like, you need to know everything about the market. Like, just absorb everything about it for like a couple of weeks. Just really understand it. And especially when you're like so new to like making money online, like, what I really like about your story is very similar to us with like, we obviously did the content, or we still do the content, right? You just start with the copywriting. It's like, you find something that you're sort of curious about, that you have some sort of interest in, or you're not an expert by any means. And then, like you said, you spend 6 to 12 months just diving deep into it, trying to figure out, how do I make money on here? Trying to go on Upwork, do some freelancing, figuring out sort of this is not working, and then you ended up with agency, and that's where it all clicked. What led to you actually taking action in the first place? Did you think that it was possible? Like, did you ever have that doubt or fear attached to it? Or was it just like you didn't even think about it, you just did it?
Well, I thought about it for a while. I thought about it for a while. I had the person who told me about the copywriting thing. He followed up with me. Shout out to that guy. His name is Anthony. He followed up with me because he would see me. He saw I was consistent. So like, this thing you're talking about, very important. Like, find something that you're good at and be consistent at it. Someone will notice you, even if it's just applying for it. Be consistent about something, whether it's your fitness, whether it's whatever it is. Like, show up every single day.
Yeah.
Someone will notice you. And so this guy started to feel pain that I was doing all this stuff and not getting paid. So he would be on my ass every single month. Like, dude, did you look into copywriting yet? Oh yeah, like, watch some YouTube videos, still confusing to me. Like, he didn't exactly sit down to teach me stuff, but the fact that he kept on obsessing over me trying to make it happen made me think, like, whoa, okay, all right, fine, right? I'll go try my best. And also, it was, at the time, I was like, I need to make this happen. It was also a lot of pain from like scarcity. I was just tired of being broke.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, like, sure, like this blog thing I'm doing. I mean, I was so broke that I couldn't renew my website subscription. It was just $70 a year.
Yeah.
I couldn't renew because I didn't have the money. And I was like, okay, like, I need to start taking action, not just be consistent towards anything, but be consistent towards getting money, which is where I said to like apply for the jobs and just make sure that I land something.
Yeah, it's mostly pain that drives you in the beginning. I was the same. I was like, people asked me like, well, why did you do this? Like, I literally just I'm sick and tired of being broke.
Yeah.
Alex and Moses said the same thing. People ask him like, why did you start this? And he's like, I just did not want to be broke.
Absolutely.
And then, like, that's a theme I hear a lot. It's like, when the change happens, when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. So like, your
man.
current situation is just so shit. Like, you can't even buy like a $7 Zoom Pro. You're like, come on, man. This is terrible.
That's so real. Sales call ended in 40 minutes. Like,
You gotta close in 40 minutes, bro.
Yeah, like, if that thing pops up and it's like, this Zoom video is about to end, he's not gonna sign with you.
Oh my, like, yeah, like, everyone watching this, I don't want you to underestimate what Andrew just said. Like, pain is a gift. Pain is a serious, like, I spent the last 2-3 months searching for pain because I got very comfortable. And I felt like,
just let that sink
genuinely, because I felt like I wasn't getting to the next level that I wanted to get to. I didn't even know, I think I was goalless because I hit my goal so early. Like, my goal this year was 100K and I hit it so early back in April. So I think like I had this period of time where I didn't have the next goal. And I was just like very comfortable because like everything is right, clients are right, money is right. And I'm like, no, like, I'm 25, what am I doing? Like, why am I like, I cannot be this comfortable when I have all this strength. So I had to spend the last 2 to 3 months manufacturing pain and anger inside of me to create this like next goal that I now want to, you know, go and lock in to achieve.
Yeah, you definitely stay in this stage of like limbo. Not David Senra, but David... Web Spirit Man? David Data. Yeah, he talks about when you achieve a certain purpose or a goal, then there's like a couple months of like, yo, what am I doing? And that's kind of painful. Like, it's not fun. Like, just the pursuit is what you're after. And when you don't have a goal, that's almost the worst thing ever. And when you look back, you also said that before we filmed, like, you know, the trenches where you've got a goal, you're working towards it. Like when you look back, it's some of the good times actually.
Some of the best days, man.
Yeah, like people are probably in this stage right now.
Oh, you need to love that stage. Like I know it sounds very contradictory to say something like that, because like in the moment you don't know. Like I didn't know those were the good days.
Yeah, and in hindsight it's good.
Yeah, in hindsight it's good because like you can just, bro, I used to work so hard.
Yeah.
Like you just like being able to be like proud of 12-hour days, like 14. I used to sleep at like 4 a.m. because like my time zone is, because I'm working on American time zone and I want to make sure I'm the last to finish working in America. So it's like I'm sleeping at 4 a.m. my own time, and it's like I wake up the next day. Like, how would you defeat me when, like, sure, I'm not coming from the best privilege, I'm not coming from the right environment, but I can outwork everyone else. That one, like, I can beat my chest and say that. So it's like that becomes my advantage. And for you, like in that stage right now, you need to separate, you need to change your definition of goal setting. Like, okay, you set this goal of 10K a month. If the goal is 10K a month, then it will continue to feel like this distant thing that you're not accomplishing, and the frustration will make you stop. But if you set the goal of 10K a month, and then you also set the goal of everything you need to do to get to 10K a month.
Like action-based goals.
Action-based goals, exactly. Like I call it process goals. It's, I need to do 200 outreaches a day. Okay, I need to take 3 sales calls every single day. I need to get better at my pitch. I need to, get better at objection handling. Like if you set those goals instead, you start to see incremental progress, and you start to like actually reward yourself and feel good that, oh wait, I'm making progress. And before you know it, like 10K becomes too small. Like once you get good at all those things, like so much money comes as a result of it.
I like what you mentioned now previously. It's like you can't be so comfortable when you have so much strength at such a young age. What do you mean by that?
It's like, I think of it as a wastage of talent or, gifts from God.
Potential.
Yeah. It's like God gave you this body. God gave you this mind. God gave you all this energy. And you just choose to chill. Because I believe your 20s are the time you have the most energy in your life. Like getting into 30s, you're still strong, but it's not like your 20s. You have more responsibility. You have a wife, you have children. So realistically, you can't take the same amount of risks. You can't, work as hard as you were working.
Because the next day you're gonna...
Yeah, because there's so much else.
You could work until 4 a.m. and the next day up at 8. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like if I have kids, I can't be doing that, right? So it's like maximizing this period of time to push yourself and truly see how much you can become. Like you can set a big bold goal. Like for me, when I was living in Nigeria, I had this prayer list, right, that I wrote my goals on back in 2020. And at this time, like this was the time I couldn't afford my website subscription. And on the prayer list, I was literally praying to God to provide the money to pay for like that website subscription. And like the very next thing on that list was praying to hit 50K in a year. And then last year, when we had like our first big month, we had like this 15-day period where we hit 57K. 3 months later, I found that prayer list and I was like, oh my God, I used to pray for 50K in a year. And like, I just did that in 15 days.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what can happen when you choose to maximize your energy, when you choose to utilize your potential. The goal you set becomes even smaller than what you are able to accomplish.
And when you're at 10K, what was like some of the things you changed to get to like 50 and then 100? Were there even things you changed?
Okay. When I was at 10K, what were the things I changed to get to 50 and 100?
Let's maybe start from 0 to 10,
Okay.
from 10 to 50, and from 50 to 100. That's a good way to look at it.
Okay, good. So from 0 to 10, I'll tell you what I was doing wrong and then what I had to do right. What I was doing wrong was sounding like everyone else and not being aware of the competition. of just like how much competition there is and how many people are good enough. So I thought it was just enough to like identify as a copywriter or marketing agency and just come on and say, hey, I'm going to run your Facebook ads. And the moment I had I had 41 sales calls with like, no conversions, all rejections. And on one of those sales calls, someone told me, he said that I get like 20 of you in my DMs every day trying to sell this Facebook ads thing to me. And then I that made me think. I was like, that actually makes sense. Like if I was in his shoes, I wouldn't buy either. Like it's like I was doing the inputs, I was being consistent, working hard for like 10 months at this time where I booked those 41 sales calls. So it's like I'm showing up, but I'm showing up in the wrong way. And then I realized that, okay, it makes sense that this person is not buying. What is my advantage and how can I remove all the risk and how can I, pitch myself in a way that people will see me as different? And so I like to call this shift, going from skill seller to more of like a growth creator. People, I saw this interesting statistic about a year ago, which was that there's 33 million businesses in the United States, right, which we all want to work for. Out of that 33 million, only 12 million of them make money. So about 12.5 million of them make less than 100K a year. And only 1.4 million make above 100K to 500K a year. So that's who we're all fighting for, that 1.4 million. If you go on LinkedIn and you search like freelance writer or marketing agency, you would see like 5 million results pop up. So there's like 5 million people in just like this small niche. I haven't spoken about like graphic designers and all this other stuff. In this small space, fighting for 1.4 million businesses that have the money to pay them. And okay, like it makes sense that they're not going to want to buy my feed because it just seems like wasting money. Most of the people on this call are probably in the less than 100K mark. So I needed to think, okay, no, how do I help these people not see it as they are throwing money away, but rather they are investing in this person who can get them to the 100 and 500K mark that you're looking for. So that's when I started to like pay attention to my mentor ahead of me, like Charlie Morgan, right? At the time, he was running like this 600K consulting firm. I started paying attention to like the patterns, what exactly they're doing, how he mastered client acquisition. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do something crazy and I'm going to go out and say I can help people get similar results. I can help people create this kind of growth in their service-based business. If I don't do it, don't pay me.
Oh, that was your guarantee?
That was my guarantee. Before this pitch, I was pitching 1,500 a month for Facebook ads retainer. And then when I pitched this, I pitched it as 12K. I was like, okay, no, like 5 month contract, right? So pay me 12K if in 5 months I don't bring you enough business, to pay for that money that you paid, then I'll refund you everything, free of charge, like no questions asked. And I put myself through crazy pain for like 1-2 months. I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew that I'm only going to learn on the field. And then like in the 3rd month, I helped this person make like 36K in a single week. I was like, okay, cool.
So you don't have to refund him. That's good. You got the money.
I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. So I was like, okay, I'm on to something here. Like, okay, like the fact that I could actually say that I can do this and make it happen, I was very proud of myself. But also it showed me that, okay, like now I've truly separated myself from everyone else. Because like, I'm not just a marketing agency anymore. I'm not just a copywriter anymore. I'm someone who can actually make you money. Like I know what to do to make your business money, which means every time I tell you that, there's no reason for you to not want to invest in me. So like that was a big switch, that got me to 10K.
And one thing is, what exactly did you do for that client?
It was client acquisition. So she was running a service-based business, working with a number of experts. And it was a little bit scattered. It was structured like an agency and the profit margins were very, very low. So paying attention to how Charlie built his own business, I was like, oh yeah, like this thing can be a lot more profitable. So I was like, okay, like I'm not just going to like build you a new offer and get you clients. I'm going to make you profitable. Like I'm going to destroy this whole thing you have going on right now. Like this, like I'm going to destroy it, right? And give you something new entirely that is going to make you money. That is going like, because the pain at the time is like she had this big team and it was very hard to pay herself from it because she tried to scale and she only just incurred all this money. Because I was like, okay, cool. I'll build something where it's just you and one other person and you pay yourself. You make a lot of money. So like that 36K was like much better than anything, you know, the agency was making at the time. Because like she was probably going to pocket like 30K of that all to herself.
Oh, and previously, if she were to make that money, the profit margin was so low. She were like 27%. So that 36 felt like 60 to her.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Awesome. And that first client is my business partner today.
Oh,
No
way. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And okay, so before we get into that, when did you invest into Charlie Morgan's thing? Because you spoke about that now. This is obviously in the time where you just started the agency, going from 0 to 10. What led you to value that mentorship in the first place? You know? A lot of people here might be watching, might be looking at investing in mentorship and stuff like that.
Look at me. The best thing you can do for yourself is get mentorship, because you are blind. You don't know how blind you are till you get mentorship. Like first month in that mentorship made me feel like a complete idiot. I was like, oh my God, how have I been this stupid this whole time? Like what? Like you just realize how much little and how ignorant you are when you get mentorship. So like that was also one huge encouragement, because I didn't see immediate success, but I knew that I'm not the same person anymore.
I knew that mindset.
It's a mindset shift. Yeah. I'm never going to be one of those people who invest in mentorship and look for start asking for refund. Never. Because no information is wasted. Like the second you get information, the second you get, especially what you guys are doing with South Africans, you have no idea how hard it is to have access to all that knowledge that's over there when you're based in this continent. Because it's almost like we're 5 years behind sometimes. And it's like someone is literally just going to shortcut that process for you and just put everything within a couple of months, and you now you know exactly what to do. So you're not just working hard, you're working hard in the right direction. For me, that was priceless. I knew that I wasn't getting the client yet, but I was I booked 41 sales calls. I never had and I didn't know how to book sales calls.
Did you book the 41 before the mentorship?
No, during the mentorship.
Okay.
I didn't know what sales calls were. I never booked any sales call myself. That's why I closed. The call that got me into the program, I didn't know it was a sales call.
Yeah.
I thought it was oh, these guys are so nice. They just want to have
this guy is so nice.
He's helping you. What's going on?
It was at the end of the call when they pitched me 10K, I was like, wow.
Yeah, it was that my same reaction. I was like, that's the most amount of money I've heard someone say. Wow.
I was like, oh my God. I literally told him, I said, listen, if you lift me up and you shake me from now to the end of the year, you're not going to get that money. That's not because I don't want to pay it. I just don't have it. The minimum wage in Nigeria is $45 a month. Right?
$45 a month?
A month, bro. Goodness. It means in a year, you're probably going to make if God is good to you, you're going to make $600 to $1,000.
So it's 12 years.
So it means you're going to save 10, 12 years. Let's imagine you spend none of that money to be able to afford a program like that. So you can see for me, South Africa is so much better than Nigeria even. For me, I probably should never have been on this path, because I can't even afford to be on this path.
So how did you get that money, bro?
I took a loan. I had to borrow it from a friend. Wow. I had a friend. So my first copywriting client, I had become very good friends with her. And she too was trying to start an agency at the time. We're trying to make that agency thing work together. And I was they just pitched me this. I was literally, because I tried to leave the call, and the closer was I said I wanted to think about it, and he was like, yeah, sure, man. He turned off his video and audio off, and he was like, yeah, I'll go make a cup of coffee, think about it. I'm like, oh man. So like I'm literally on my phone, like texting her that, okay, like shit, this is what I'm in. She's like, yeah, like go for it. Like, what the fuck do you mean I should go for it? Like we don't have the money. What do you mean? She's like, yeah, like she has this friend who's into crypto who's gonna like borrow us the money. I'm like, okay. I don't like the idea of owing $10,000 to someone, but also I thought it was like divine, because like what are the odds that God is just going to suddenly make this 10K available by some stroke of luck? I'm like, okay, let's go for it. So at this stage, I'm living with my parents in Charlie's program on my laptop every day trying to make this work.
Did they know what you
They
did?
did not know.
You can't tell them, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like I'm on calls with people, and then like I need to tell my parents. What is? I never told my parents. They just saw, okay, Andre's working a bit harder.
Yeah.
Like that's all they saw.
Nah, man, I couldn't tell my dad. My dad
No
did
way.
not know I was owing $10,000. Do you understand that? That would
Like 10
that's
years.
like half of his career.
Yeah.
You know, it's like how would I tell him that? No. So I was just genuinely and that's why I couldn't quit, because I'm owing 10K. I have to make this money somehow. So yeah.
Yeah, that the only way to show your seriousness is with money. Like that shows how dedicated you were, and how are you gonna fail with that?
Absolutely.
It's impossible, because like I think this is not financial advice, but like if you take a loan, you have so much confidence in your future self.
True.
Because you're like, okay, I'm 100% gonna pay this off.
True.
What does that mean? It means your future self is gonna be extremely successful.
Yeah.
So there's not financial advice, but like
And it's like Tristan Tate who told an entire story about buying a car. I'll just quickly revise for people who don't know. It's like when they were 21, they made the first bit of money, and they decided to take. Let's say they made.
No, the exact numbers. It was like $32,000 for the car. They had like 35 in their bank account.
Okay, and so they decided to buy this car because that was Aston Martin cash. And then someone asked like, why you buy the car, whatever. It's like. Oh no! Then he was telling a story to the younger guy, and then he said, if you don't believe that you can make more than this in your future, then don't buy the car. But if you believe that you can, well then buy the damn car. Right?
That's
and it's like that's definitely not financial advice, but like it's the same thing, right? Like when you take a loan like that, it's like, are you fully convinced that you will never ever make more than 10K ever in your life?
Whoa!
Like if you believe you can. Well, then take the damn loan, because this is the fastest way there.
Absolutely.
That's a really cool thing, bro. It's like Anu did the exact same thing with Charlie.
Yeah. Exact same thing.
The exact same thing.
And look now.
Yeah.
And it's like now you look and you're like, it definitely was worth 10K.
Of course,
like
looking
bro,
back,
like
But made like 10, 20 times more. Like,
exactly. Exactly. So it's like that, like just for anyone watching this, like you guys probably jump on sales calls. You guys are probably going to get to a point where you need a freaking mentor. The price is going to scare you, and the future of what is able to come as a result of that investment is the exact reason why the price is scary. And you shouldn't let that stop you, because if you let it stop you, then you might as well just go get a job. Just like you shouldn't say you're trying to be an entrepreneur and be on this path and not pay the sacrifice.
I also think it's like the fear is just it's just a collective, quicker version of the fear that you would have experienced with time. It's like now at least you don't have to fear about what you're going to do, because now you know what you're going to do. You know, now you're just fearing about the amount of money, but it's like everything else is. Like, I mean, what is a mentor? Well, or what are you paying a mentor for? Well, you're essentially giving him money to buy back time. Time as in mistakes that you don't have to go through, information you don't have to learn because he has learned it and put it into, a structured manner for you. And you're essentially just buying back time. And so and also, I spoke with Andre, I asked him, I want to know your answer on that as well, but it's like, can anybody be a mentor, entrepreneur? And then, you sort of can come down to the fact that, well, potentially maybe, but now the question comes, can you take action for 2 years without seeing results? That becomes a difficult question to answer, right? But if you have a mentor, that could potentially take 3 to 6 months, maybe a bit longer, but now it's a lot more, now it's a lot easier for the average person to do that, because the time you need to take action without seeing results is a lot less.
Yes.
And
And how long did it take you to get results? Or like how long did it take you to go through the program and then to finally see something?
Take it from the program to the first client. Yeah.
Okay, from the program to the first client, I joined the program February 2023. Got my first client October 2023. Okay. So that's like
8 months.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Okay, that's
literally
that's
exact
a good
same.
time
Like
frame.
2-3 months program and then 6 months to get a client. So it's 8 to 9 months. Literally exact same.
Tough freaking time.
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah.
that's the thing. Entrepreneurship is like 9 out of 10 struggle for like a year.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
But like corporate job and like university, it's like, okay, it's 6 out of 10 struggle, but for 40 years.
It's delayed
Exactly.
struggle, bro.
Yeah.
It's 6 out of 10 struggle for 40 years. Entrepreneurship is like fucking rough for a year, but then it's freedom for kind of forever.
Part of your soul dies every day if you I sort of had some passion for what I did previously in my 9 to 5, but it was more directed towards the people I worked with. The actual work that I did was like, it was terrible, bro. I never saw a future in that. And that, like, contrast, I mean, we spoke about this now, like, earlier on the pod, is like, the contrast of where I was and the suffering that I could see in my projected self 10 years down the line was so much more than the perceived failure I could experience if I were to take action on entrepreneurship. I'm like, fuck this. It physically cannot be worse than right now.
Yeah.
So the only other way is up, right?
Exactly.
And so that's what led me to take action, right?
Absolutely. When you... True, like that's so true. The second you take action is when you realize that the pain of your current situation is so much greater than the pain of taking action.
Yeah.
So that got you to the 10K, right, in the program.
Yes.
So what was like the 50K and the 100K jump?
Okay,
How long
good.
did that take?
Good. So there are two things I want to communicate here. There is the business tactical way, you know, the things that I did to get to 50K. And then there is the Nigerian way.
Hey, okay.
Right? Because like coming from Nigeria, I didn't have the same playing ground. So I knew I can't play the game the exact same way as everyone else. I have my West African accent. If I jump on a call and I'm speaking to you as a US business owner and I'm like, yo, I can make you money, like you're gonna think I'm a scammer. Like when you hear my accent, you see that, you know, the electricity is literally going out, the internet is shaky. Why on earth would you trust me? Like even I would not invest in me. So it's like, it wasn't just like sales calls are hard enough.
Did you put your camera on or was your camera off?
I used to have my camera on. So the first deal I closed, the 12K one, it was 3 calls.
Oh, okay.
First call, I had the camera on. Second call, I had the camera on. Third call, where I actually pitched and closed, camera off. I had this, because like all the other calls were happening during daylight, so you couldn't tell that I had electricity problems. But that call was booked at like 8 p.m. So I turned the camera off and I was like, yeah, I'm traveling and I didn't come with my webcam. So like, I just have,
I'm traveling.
yeah, I just have to be like,
my team.
I just have to video off. So it's like, then you only have to focus on my pitch, not, you know, like the circumstance around. Because if you saw that, then it's like,
Charlie does all these calls with the camera off for that exact reason.
Yeah.
No, it's on. They changed it. It's on now. But
It's on, but like back then in his early days,
In his news modules, he says he puts it off because he just wants to, like, he would sit on a beanbag apparently with like PJs and just go through the script. He doesn't want to focus, but
yeah, absolutely. So business wise, the things that took us to 50K was, first of all, packaging the offer in proper high ticket manner. So like when I landed on that 12K thing, I didn't go back. I was never going to do like retainers again. I was never, it's like, it's high. It was, you know, high profit margin. Like you can run an agency up until 50K. I didn't do that. I went the high ticket way because I thought like it was way more profitable. So landed on the 12K thing and it was like, okay.
What was the margins on that?
It never fell below 75%. Yeah, like some of our best months were 80-something% margins, and we have team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like we have there's 4 besides me and my business partner. There's 4 people on the team.
And what were their roles?
So right now we have who we call our head of client success. and she's like basically like the operations manager. So she does more than client success. So she basically operates in my absence. Like right now, she's the one taking care of stuff. Then we have the closer. Then we have one setter. And then we have another setter who was the first setter, but like now he coaches clients on, how to manage their setters and how to make the appointment setting systems work.
And was that in the time that you were also jumping between, was that team also the same team as back then? Was this a new team you're speaking about now?
Grew
gradually.
Like we started with, it was just me. Our first team member was the setter. Then after the setter came the person who is now our operations manager.
Okay.
The head of client success, because we need like a CSM. Then after that, came the closer. Yeah. Like how I always think about it is like your first hire has to be something that makes you money. It has to be commissions based.
Part.
Yeah. So like hiring a setter didn't take any money from us. So like, cause you only get paid when we make money.
Commission.
Yes.
Okay. And that got you to 50K.
That got us to 50K. Because to get to 50K, your fulfillment and your product has to be good. And if you're all in on the acquisition side, you don't have time to fulfill. So the second you get your first few clients, you want to get at least a setter who's managing the volume of, outreach and booking calls. You can still keep taking sales calls because then it means you're only taking sales calls and client calls. That's like your fulfillment now. But like getting a setter was like very, very key to us, hitting that, 50K mark.
How important was the balance between acquisition and fulfillment? The question is more directed, how important was fulfillment for you? Because I think you said it would be 12K for 6 months.
Yes.
So would you guys stop working then after 6 months, or would you still fulfill for them after that?
We stopped fulfilling after 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah. So like
contract. And if they wanted to renew, then they would pay another 12K.
Or monthly retainer. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 2K per month.
Okay.
After that. Yeah.
Okay. And how important was the fulfillment between acquisition?
Very, very important. So I'll tell you here's what happened. Like I said, that first client ended up becoming my business partner. Like this was the journey. So I made her that it wasn't just 36K. Like I like to say 36K because that was what was cash collected that week. But it was actually up to 60K in contract revenue.
Over the month.
Over the month. So it was like I kind I brought her success, but painful kind of success. And I knew.
Because now she needs to fulfill on all
now
of
she
that.
needs to fulfill all that
I
stuff.
see.
Right?
Suffering from success.
Yeah, suffering from success.
So it's like now she had the 5 clients, and I was like, congrats, right? But I was chilling and I was waiting and I knew that she would come. And then she came 3 days later, oh my God, we have 5 clients. I don't know what to do. I was like, yes.
New service.
So this is what we do for VIP clients.
Exactly. So at the time I was just trying to upsell her and, keep helping her, teaching her on the fulfillment side of things. But then this was where my long-term thinking came in and the sustainability of my own growth and my background as a Nigerian. I was like, okay, wait a second. Am I thinking about this from the right perspective? Because say I upsell her and then it's time for me to I need my own 5 clients too. Am I just going to keep playing this lack of trust game? People are going to keep seeing my internet shaky, electricity is a problem. And I was like, or I could get behind this business owner who's in front of me, who obviously I have more value to give, and I could just sell myself to her for life. And then at this point, I pitched a partnership instead.
Interesting.
So I was like, okay, there's all this stuff. I am going after the same market you're going after. I'm planning to scale the same way. I have all these goals that I want to hit. I have all these systems. How about I come build it full-time inside your company rather than doing it myself? And we thought about it for a week, and then we were just because everything had been positive up until that moment. It was just so aligned, and she was like, yeah, let's go. Sign the contract. And so I started building all the fulfillment systems inside of the new offer or the new company. And at this point, it was very, very interesting because I told her that I want 0% of your existing business. I only want out of what I bring you. So I'm like, I told her that you don't know, but I have a sledgehammer in my hand and I'm planning to destroy that one. And I want to build this one. And like, this is the one where like, we're going to be partners. And she was a little bit unsure, like in the early days. So like, she was like one leg in, one leg into the agency. And with time, like when we hit 50K, she was like, oh, fuck this agency. She like fired all the clients, fired, all the team members. And like, we just went all in on this one.
Awesome. How would you say, like, obviously when you're starting out, 10K is like this massive thing.
Yeah.
When you're like 10 and then like 100 in that 30-day mark, like, did you feel any different? Like when the 100K hit, like, celebrating, like.
Right. Like, I mean, yeah, like it's not what you think it's going to be. You won't feel like, yeah, I did it. Like, it feels like when I really stopped to think about it, I was emotional for a while. Like a few tears came out because like I just thought about where I was coming from to where it is now. But for you to hit 100K, it means you have so much hunger inside of you. And so like as soon as I was done feeling emotional, I was like, oh yeah, okay, let's
200.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like now I'm not impressed anymore.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh yeah, but like, Homozi made 100 million in a single webinar.
Always comparison, right? Always
Yeah, so like now it's like new hunger. Like sure, like it definitely feels good. And I think like 100K was very validating for me because I feel like, many years ago, like 10K was so difficult. It's not that difficult anymore if you know what you're doing. And because like the market is so aware and people are willing to spend money, it may feel scary to you if you're at zero, but
to charge high ticket.
Or to charge high ticket. But like when you understand that, because like my offer is really 12K, I just need one person to hit 10K. So like it feels like so failure to me.
So good. You also spoke about the two different businesses. The one with the business partner, also you had the agency, and then the one that you guys were building.
Yeah.
So did you change the model? Like,
yes.
So this is more consulting.
Yeah,
right?
this was more consulting.
Okay, so explain that change to us. Like, what's the difference between the two? And you made that trying to scale now to 100K from 50K. So basically, as soon as you made 50K, well, like you basically realized you have to change the business model if you want to scale even further.
Correct.
Okay, so maybe just explain that to us.
Okay, good. So agency is great. Agency basically means you're providing a done-for-you service to people. Now, that is perfect to start with, to build credibility, to show like proof of concept, to show that I'm actually good at what I'm doing. But you see, it starts to have leakages when you get more clients. So the problem my business partner was facing at the time was at the peak of the agency, which is when I came in, she had 12 active clients. And the service they were fulfilling was copywriting for every one of these clients. So like these people were making money, they just like outsource their copywriting to them, like write my emails, write my posts, manage my social media and all that stuff. And when you have an agency, it can be very tough to ensure the same quality amongst all clients. So when you're starting out, like you're the one doing all the work, you're good, but then you have to hire other copywriters and you can't guarantee that they're writing just as good as you, which means like clients will start to complain. They may leave you a negative review. They may talk shit. But if you're really good at like, if you're really good at pleasing clients and making sure that they feel good, then that won't happen. But something else happens as a result. You lose so much energy and so much time and so much money trying to make that happen. So with her, she was playing the make the clients feel good game. And that meant she had a team of 7 people who she was paying out. Profit margins had dropped to like 27%. And she was spending all this time like kissing ass, basically. And you start to hate your business when that is the situation. And you want to grow, because at the point of that, I think they were charging $17.99 per client per month, and they were like at 20K. So you want to make more money, but also you're like, do I want to make more money in this direction? Because like I'm already unhappy at 20. Imagine 100K. It means like I'm just gonna like, sure, like that's more money, but that's also like so much more headache. Whereas changing the business model to more consulting means, hey, I'm not going to do this stuff for you. I'm going to teach you. I'm not keeping the secret anymore. I'm going to package all my knowledge around hiring these expert copywriters, around building these funnels, around, you know, creating these ads, everything. I'm going to package it all into SOPs that I give to you in your business. So I'm going to first help you make a couple of money, and then I'm going to show you how to hire people from that money to make sure that you have the kind of business that sustains itself.
Yeah.
So I'm showing you what to do, and then you are going to execute on it, which means there's less burden on me, but also there's also more reward for you. Because like with the agency, as much I'm doing stuff for you, but I'm not making you more money, and I'm keeping you dependent on me for life. With this one, I am not doing so much for you, but I'm giving you the one thing you need to be free for the rest of your life. And so that is rewarding for my time, and that is rewarding for you as well, like for the rest of your business life.
And also then you can then do like maybe an upsell done for you, just like a higher ticket exclusive clients, like maybe 3 max. You know?
we had you know 2 clients at a time that we were doing that for. Yeah, absolutely. And it's like that can just be like this private thing, and those are great clients, right? They're not the kinds that, you know, piss you off, and it's usually people who are making money. You can do that just because you love what you do.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, it's basically the similar situation to what we're doing, right? Not exactly the same, but yeah, we also changed different business models, and yeah. So going from 50 to 100, was the biggest change just the business model?
Biggest change was overcoming a huge mindset block and more volume.
And staying consistent with that volume.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is your acquisition strategy at the moment?
So our acquisition strategy right now is completely outbound.
So like cold DMs?
Yes, like cold outreach on LinkedIn.
Wow.
Yeah, like doing like, it's like,
how
much are you doing? You have to tell how much are you doing? Like how much messages are you sending?
Oh, how many messages we send? Okay. So right now we have 3 accounts that we send from, and I think on a weekly basis we send 600 messages per account, because LinkedIn has limits.
Oh, like so almost like Instagram.
Yeah, but I'll tell you something, right? This is something that a lot of people
600
don't know.
a week from one account, that's 1,800 a week. That's a lot.
Yeah. And something a lot of people don't know, which is why they sleep on LinkedIn, is that like the prospects on LinkedIn are high quality.
Yeah.
So like, yes, it's fewer messages, but it's more quality. Like we get a lot of responses from it, and the people who respond are truly what we're looking for. Because like you can literally on LinkedIn find people, like you can see their job positions, you can see their years of experience, you can see like that. It's like, so you can target people who have a lot of experience, which means if they've been running their business for 5 years, you can't see their revenue. But if someone's running a business for 5 years, they're probably making money, right? So, and if you're talking to someone who's been doing it for 6 months, a lead who's 6 months in and a lead who's 5 years in, the lead who's 5 years in is more likely to buy, because he has more money and he's more invested in it, which means like, it means he cares about it. That's why he's been doing it for 5 months. Someone who's like just 6 months in probably doesn't even know enough to want to like get help. So like all these things put together make like us have like this really good acquisition strategy on LinkedIn, and like we book nothing less than 10 to 15 calls every single week from it. At a time each account was able to do that. We faced a few limits recently on 2 accounts. So like, but we have like 1 account that books like 8-9 calls every single week. So like when you add everything together, we have like 15 calls on a weekly basis.
And so is that the only way you guys get clients, is through LinkedIn? And wow, so no ads,
no ads.
Interesting.
Ads. When we hit 100K a month, our acquisition expense, like in terms of like how much we spent, like not on team, on the actual system, was just $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah. It was just $1,000. Seta got paid about, out of that 100K, what's 5% of 100K?
5K.
That's like 5K, yeah. So setter got paid 5K, closer got paid around 9, 10K.
Okay, yeah.
Out of that. But like if we were to run ads, you would spend like 20K, like, and that would be good. Like that you'd be really happy that you spend 20K to get like a 5x ROAS. Now, there's limitations to the system, of course. So I know like next level ads are definitely like very necessary. But like I know that with the right offer combined with an acquisition system like that, you can hit very high numbers with very high profit margin before you start to stress about high expenses.
And what's the goal now? Like maybe not just like revenue, but like overall looking to go into the info space, personal branding maybe. Like what's the
that's basically what you just. That's like our huge next goal. We have this. So I spent like the last 2 weeks with my business partner in Cape Town. That was actually the first time we met in person, and we spent it just thinking about wanting to start a big movement. So the name of our company is called Dream Life is Real Life.
Dream life is real life.
Yeah, and like that's literally our testimony. Like that's literally what happened to us. And so like we want to brand ourselves as that and get as many followers as possible to get them drinking that juice and believing in that mission. Because I truly believe that there's a lot of dreamers out there who don't know how to turn their dreams into reality. Like they don't even know that it's possible. And the ones who know it's possible don't have like the right direction to make that happen. So 100% next step is to show people how to do exactly what we've done.
Well, I can 100% give you some friendly advice with your targeting part. If you target Nigerians or just like Africans in general, or like in Africa, or you're gonna blow up. Like there's no one doing what you're doing. Like that's so we're doing something very similar, but to South Africans, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I can't even imagine the amount of authority that you would have in Ethiopia, right? Where you're from?
No, Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria. Sorry,
yeah.
Nigeria. I can't even imagine that part. Like it's gonna be massive. Like you should definitely think about doing that. There's a lot of cons, especially with ours as well. Like the amount
Nigeria,
of,
like you said, 45.
So there is limitations to that, but. Like you can even open that to like majority of Africa, and then the beauty of that is maybe the buying power isn't as much, but the market is so open for that.
It's
right?
huge, yeah.
And so it's almost pent up demand. It's like with Iman's event that Andre went to now recently. They spoke about also the entire idea of pent up demand, right? And just like
pockets of it.
Pockets of so that's like people that watch your content, but that's almost ready to buy, but didn't really have an opportunity yet or whatever. Because like most of the people, especially when they run ads or whatever, it was usually in the US space or Europe or like Germany, Australia. They never really target South Africans, African countries, or obviously South Africa is part of that. India, most of those countries are non-buying countries is seen in the space, right? And so now what they did recently with ads is they just opened up to that. And it actually went really well.
Wow.
And because there's a lot of pent-up demand. Same for Africa. They see Iman, they see all these guys, Alex Omoji, but they probably don't have enough money, or they just don't relate enough for them to go and make a loan to buy. Whereas now they see you focus on your backstory, but it's gonna kill.
Yeah, absolutely. That it's very interesting you say that, because like that is 100% my next mission. Like I thought about it for a long time, and the one thing that held me back was like, from a business perspective, like the numbers don't make sense because like they can't afford to buy. But I realized that and this happened when I had a TEDx event in Nigeria a few months ago, just like seeing how many people got value from the things that I said, and how many people were like they had this huge goal, but they didn't even think they could accomplish it because they're Nigerians.
You gave them permission.
Exactly. It's like I gave them permission. I was like, oh, okay. Like, would you like? Do you guys want to see more of this? And they were like, please. Like I had a wait list at the end of my TEDx event. Like this big QR code showed up on the screen, and like everyone had their phones up, just like, because I didn't have anything to pay. I was like, okay, you know what, just like get on this thing. And I was just like curious to see. I was like, everyone just like joined, hopped on, and I was like,
but
That's
you should
interesting.
do exactly what we're doing right now, to be honest with you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, and it's such purposeful work. It's almost like a moral obligation for you to do this. It's not even
Yeah.
about you anymore. It's about the amount of impact that you can.
Yeah.
Once again, but it just got reinforced again over this event. It's like you want to optimize for impact.
Yeah.
Because it's like a funny way of, money has like this funny way of finding the amount of value or impact that you have on people. It just comes to the person who produces the most value. And so you want to focus on expertise, becoming an expert in the field, and impacting people's lives. And if you can carry what you know over to the people in your hometown, and it would kill. And you could potentially even start a free school community, like what we did.
Yeah.
Funnel all the people to that.
Yeah.
It's a free product. They can learn, and you build essentially your clients almost. You know, you get them to sign their first couple of clients, and then you sign them a high-ticket product.
I have this. I've studied Iman for years, and there's something that he did that I want to replicate, that I find like just very genius. Iman completely manufactured his market. Like, he created it from beginning to the end. Like, every agency owner from 18 to 30 knows Iman Gaji. Like 98% of them. And so it's like, it starts from...
So you created them.
Like, he created them. Like, it's like they didn't exist. Agency owners were not in that age group. Well, like, he's like, oh yeah, you need to retire your mom. And like, everyone is like, okay.
Yeah, like, oh, that makes sense. I should do that.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, he shows you the idea. And then, because like there's millions of us he showed the idea to, of course there's going to be a few thousand who actually start making money from it, who are then going to buy high ticket from him, who are then going to jump into his mastermind.
But,
The crazy thing is, like, we got some like behind the scenes the numbers, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much I can share, but it was like, you know, 1 million or so people registered, but it was only like a 1 to 2% conversion rate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or like we're live or bored or whatever.
Wow.
So goes to show, like a 1%, people are like, that's terrible, like 1%
No,
closing
but
rate, like what the
that's
fuck.
huge.
But the market is so big.
Big, yeah.
Yeah, so like even with you, you can go to like, I truly think Africa overall is on the rise.
I'm telling you.
Truly bullish, especially, obviously I want to focus more on South Africans because I am,
Yeah.
but like I think overall Africa is on the rise. And South Africa, 60 million people, 0.1% conversion rate, like massive.
Huge, that's still huge.
And it's
And one last thing, right? I see people at the event, right? And those people who try to go too general fail. Like they just, oh yes, how do you increase your sales? Like no one gives a shit. But because we are focused on South Africans, agency, it's like, it's relatable.
Yes.
It's like, for example, the way to go viral is to go niche.
Yes.
To go viral is to go niche. People try and go viral, worldwide. No. You go viral by going niche, by niching down.
Yeah.
Because there's so many videos out there that you need to be relatable, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you underestimate how much,
How big the market is.
Yeah, and how much like 20,000 subs are, or like 3 million views, or whatever. Like, as an example, with our market, I would probably say there's like 6 to 12 million people in South Africa that could essentially fit our product, right, for the info. And I mean, 4 million views is what we received on just one account.
Wow.
Like, that is so many.
a lot
You
of people.
underestimate how much that actually is. As an example, like, because I mean, we don't really get a lot of views, but like at Iman's event or like something, like
8% of South Africa.
almost everywhere we go, people reach out to us and then like see like, yo, is you're under.
Yeah, I can even see in the
podcast,
school
like,
community, like you guys have thousands of people in there now.
we got 10,000. That doesn't
Yeah.
seem a lot because then we compare ourselves to Iman or to Charlie or
But it's
to
like that's
Serge.
in such a short period of time too. So imagine
1
the
year.
next 5 years.
Yeah,
And it goes like this.
Yeah. The
Compound.
hockey stick, yeah.
But the reason why I'm saying is because it's niche and it's impactful. People that watch our stuff, like, it changes their lives and we give them permission to take it. It's relatable.
Yes.
They see it's possible through us. So 20,000 followers for us is much more valuable than, I would almost say, 200 for Iman. Because it's like, they don't have anything else.
Yeah.
This is that to them.
This is their team.
So it's like
Yeah.
a high quality level of people. Same
Sure.
is going to be for you. If you pivot into this in your hometown, I'm telling you, the buying power is not going to be a lot, but you're going to make up for it for the amount of market that you can tap into. And people that see that's going to be so like, if any, like, I mean, you can go into any market. Like, the people who succeed, irrelevant to what they get their hands on, they're going to make it work, right? Like, let's be real. If you went through Charlie's thing or not, you would have probably made it work no matter what. Same with Andrew, same with myself. It got sped up.
Yeah.
Now, if you give them information, there's going to be a certain amount of people in your hometown that's going to make it work, that's going to get clients.
Absolutely.
And they're going to need to. The only question is now, where they're going to go, it needs to be you.
Absolutely.
It's so cool.
It's fun. But this is my favorite part of the entire business is seeing that impact grow and like seeing the people in person, and bro, it's so much fun. It's so much better than agency, bro. Like it's I mean, you maybe have better feedback.
Yeah, this video is a good start. I think this video is going to do well for sure.
Yeah,
reach a lot of people.
Yeah. We'll link all your stuff in the description as well, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I have this next mission in mind. It's called the Growth Architect Path. And it's basically like me, I spent the last 2 to 3 months thinking about all the frameworks that took me to where I am. And it's like, my framework is not the conventional framework because it has to make sense for a Nigerian. And I, like, as you guys are, basically inspiring me to go big with this. I tested it out on like a few people, just like on the back end. So I have like 3 Nigerians in the back end who like I have been mentoring privately, where like, cause like they reach out to me, they ask me questions, and I basically, everything I did to get to where I am right now, it's around 3 shifts. First, like going from just thinking of, I want to sell the skill, to thinking I want to create growth in your company. And then second, to just like, rather than thinking short term, to thinking long term. And then lastly, to not think as a freelancer, but rather to think as, a growth architect. And that final stage is very interesting because like many people follow the conventional path of like, okay, like I only grow when people pay me this retainer upfront, but it's not correct. You could come in, and one of the best parts to come into someone's company in like 2026 is through appointment setting, because like it's commission based.
It's through what?
Appointment setting.
Okay.
Because it's like it's commission based. They have nothing to lose, and it's like with a lot of West Africans or like Nigerians, dude, we don't have access to PayPal. We don't have access to Stripe. We can't use school.
How did you get money?
Bro, like leveraging partnerships. Like I made friends all along the way. I knew that I couldn't get the tools myself. So I had to learn very fast how to partner with people and how to create value for people so that I would have access to their privileges. And so it's like, if you can find a way to create value for someone and get access to the privilege that they have, not just money, because those privileges are way more than money, and actually tie yourself to this person and create growth for this person. If this person makes $1 million, it means you get a percentage of that. And so I have this 3 people who like I placed in, I taught them how to apply for roles. And right now they are working as appointment setters, and they're making nothing less than like $200 a month right now doing that. And like, that seems like small money, but like for them, it's like, it's so big. And like, it's so key for them because like, I'm like, listen, what you're doing right now as a setter is basically your launch pad, like your training platform. Because like you're seeing firsthand what it means to grow a company.
Yeah.
Which means that you can either offer more value to this person in the future and negotiate more percentage of his company, or you can take all of that knowledge and go to someone else and do the exact same thing and keep growing. And it's like you don't have the 10K for the program. You don't have the, access to WAP. You don't have the access to Stripe, all this stuff. But you can work hard and you can provide value to someone else, and that person can make so many other things happen, for you as a result. And it's like, I feel this deep sense of mission, even like you guys are psyching me up and you're just talking about this. And I feel this deep sense of mission to be able to like show so many other people how to do that.
Goes to show, like, you obviously achieved the goal, and then for 3 months you're like, what was happening? I'm kind of lost right now. And then same kind of thing happened in Bali as well. It's like, I don't know, we achieved the goal, but we were just like traveling and like kind of just like figuring stuff out, and then this mission came off like, yo, let's start like this info thing or like this. Yeah.
I realized on a very primal level yesterday that our product is actually, we're just selling hope for a brighter future. That's actually what it is. Same is going to be for you, right? It's like a lot of these people
Hope
don't
is
even
powerful,
really...
by the way. Like,
It is.
I mean, that's
like,
fucking
yeah.
everything, right? It's
It
like,
is.
because, and there's also like a lot of, not biases, I don't know if that's the right word, but it's a lot like, it's like us versus them. It's like all like there's so many things that happen, or like a future now, or like a present moment right now that you want to escape, going to a better future one. You're leveraging so many things there that's so powerful. And the beauty of that as well is like, I mean, even your situation, you didn't really care what you wanted to do. Or like what you were going to do. You just knew that you don't want to stay here. You can't stick to a 9 to 5. You want to give your family a better future. You're willing to do anything.
Yeah.
And the beauty of this is also you can teach people how to leverage their curiosity and things that they actually like doing. You can actually build a life that you enjoy living.
Yeah.
Like Alfie Gets Hard is his thing on Instagram. He calls it life creation. I love that. Wow. It's like, it's not even about money anymore. It's about creating a life that you enjoy doing things in. Like you enjoy waking up and doing the work. Like you're not going to always do that. Like Iman says he enjoys 20% of what he does, right? So there's also levels to it, but I can also argue and say like to get to 10K a month, you can really chill and like not really work too hard and still, but like obviously want to get to 16 million a month, like fucking Iman or whatever, like then it's a different ballgame.
Of course.
And I can't speak on that. I'm not there yet, of course, but yeah. But it was a pleasure having you and an absolute privilege. And I'm really excited to see where you end up. It's going to be really cool. And I'm glad that we could have done this before you fly back and go to Joburg and go and spend time with David. If there's any like last, leaving remarks that you want to leave, feel free to do so. And then you can tell people when they can find you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's one thing I can leave with you is you need to understand that the pain and everything you see as a disadvantage right now in your current environment is exactly what is your advantage. Like the pain you're feeling, the disadvantages, the privileges you don't have access to, all those things are the exact, force that are going to propel you to the next stage. Because without pain, you're not going to have a reason to change. And without those disadvantages that you have right now, you wouldn't feel the need to change your life. You wouldn't feel the need to build something else. And so it's almost as if God, the universe, whatever you believe in, whatever you want to call it, has given you all these things to tell you that there's a bigger mission out there. And every single second you waste not pursuing that mission is you wasting the potential that can come as a result of it. So never be discouraged or saddened by your environment. Use it as motivation to get to where you need to become. There are always answers. There are always solutions. It may look impossible. It may look like no one in your environment is doing it. But then what if you became the person to do it? What if you were the one to make it happen? And what's the worst that would happen if, you went on this journey and you didn't make it happen? Like the fact that you actually are willing to take the risk is your first step as an entrepreneur. It means that you're willing to invest in yourself. It means you're willing to take risks and, reap a high reward as a result of it. So never give up and cheers to growth. You can find me on Instagram at ore.adesina. It's literally my names. There's just a dot in between. And YouTube, same thing.
You should definitely go. You are on YouTube, right?
I'm on YouTube.
Okay, cool. So you'll definitely link that.
Yeah.
Definitely go hard on the personal brand.
Yeah.
I think there's a massive...
You'll do so good, bro. Yeah, we can run this back in the next year or two, and then I want to see you crushing it.
Absolutely, boys. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure, bro. Thank you.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.